Hi beautiful people, how are you doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for liking my videos and commenting. You've been so supportive in the last few videos that I've been posting, and I've gotten a massive support from you guys. Thank you so much. So I would urge you guys to continue subscribing if you've not subscribed. If you're new here, subscribe, share with your friends, comment, and leave a like and leave a comment. Let's discuss about the topics that I'm putting down. So guys, in today's video I have it's a story. I want to give you a story, guys. A story of my life. Something happened to me. A co-worker who happened to be a lady from my country, Kenya. So we were working at a certain aged care. So for those who don't know, aged care is where they put the old people. Yeah, old people, let me just say old people. And then they are cared for. That is, they live there, they get they are given food, they're supported with shower, supported with activities of daily living. They just feel like they're home. They go out for walks. They're supported to play games like bingo and make phone calls to the family. They are taken out for dinners or lunches. I mean, it's just that they cannot do the things they used to do for themselves. So when they come for on care or for care, people are employed to take care of them. I hope that makes sense. So we were working at this certain aged care, and it was a job that I had looked for a while. I had searched for jobs. So normally most people in Australia, they tend to start with aged care jobs. Used to do aged care. When they come to Australia, they go to a school. Then they get a certificate 3 or 4 in supporting people with disability or aged care or elderly people, supporting elderly people. So that's what I did. When I came, I went to school, I did the course. It was around a month or 2. Then I was finished. I looked for a job. It was not easy getting a job, but then I landed this job, and it was quite far from where I was living. So I was driving around 40 minutes to work all the time. But still, this job meant the world to me, because it helped me pay my school fees, pay my bills. Because here, as a student, when you're a student in Australia, you really need a job. A job is necessary, because there's no way you'll pay your bills. So for me, I was very lucky I got this job. Well, I had 2 jobs. My other job, my aged care job was my main job. I used to get lots of shifts there. But the other job, it was an agency job whereby they could call me once in a while when they get shifts. It was not a regular thing. So this particular job, the aged care one, it was the one that was almost paying everything for me. So I had dedicated myself to the job. I was so punctual. I used to do everything that would make me a good worker. But something funny happened. So there's this time I'm working. We used to have so many Kenyans in that company, and also many Africans from Rwanda, Botswana, Zambia. We were all black. It was a black community of people working there. But still, we still had the Australian people and other people, but majority of the workers were Kenyans and the other African countries, the other African people. But so it was kind of a safe place. I would say it was a safe place, because when you get to meet people from your country and then you work together, it feels kind of safe. For me, that's what I used to think. So that time I was a personal care worker. That means I was a carer. Then there's this lady. She was an RN. Then one night, so I used to do lots of night shifts because I would do night shifts. Then sometimes I would do night shifts. Sometimes I would do mornings and afternoons. But most of the time, I preferred doing night shifts. So this particular nurse, the one that got me fired, the story is coming. She got me fired. We used to do lots of night shifts together, and we were not friends. I wouldn't say we were friends. We were just workers, and because we were from the same country, so maybe it was a bit easier, like, to work with someone you talk in the same language. For me, I thought, this is cool. And for real, I love it when I meet people from my country, when I go to work or for shopping and I meet people from my country and we speak in our language. I feel good. It brings the homely feeling closer. Yeah. So this lady we used to do lots of shifts with. Then there's this particular night, my grandfather had passed in Africa. My grandmother's brother, that is my grandfather. So he had passed on. Then, well, I was stressed. I was mourning with other people. Like in Africa, we were all mourning, but I still went to work for night shift. Then, so there was number of phone calls and messages, and then so I told this nurse, this registered RN, that well, my grandfather passed on and I'll be receiving these calls once in a while. She was like, that's okay. Then I didn't know that she didn't mean it, but she just said that's okay. Then we finished our shift in the morning. I went home. Then later I received a phone call from the management, and they're like, oh, Monica, what happened during your night shift? I'm like, what happened? I don't know what happened. I mean, if everything was fine, there was no reason for me to get a phone call. But since I got a phone call, I would tell there's something wrong. Maybe something happened and I don't know. Because the facility was big, so we were many staff working. We were like 3-4 staff working during the night. So I would imagine maybe something happened, someone else did something wrong and they were investigating. That's what I thought. But I didn't know that this nurse, she wrote an email to the management and she said that I was using my phone. So the management, they didn't like really tell me what I did. Like, they were not straightforward. So I had to fill the dots for myself. Then they were like, oh, so you don't know what happened? I was like, no, I don't know what happened. Then that one went off. Then the same night, the following day, I went to work, night shift. I did my night shift and the shift was okay. Then few weeks later, I receive an email and I'm told, oh, Monica, do you know okay, they just brought up some stuff that they were not there. Like, do you know some stuff, they complained that you're using your phone on this and this date. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't have an idea that someone complained about me. But the thing is, they didn't tell me who exactly was. But from my mind, I could tell who wrote the email. So I think 2 weeks later, from the time the lady wrote an email, so one of these nights I'm doing my night shift, and then the night shift was okay. Then in the morning I went home. We used to finish our night shifts at 7 in the morning, 7 a.m. So I got home around 7:40 because it was around 40 minutes. So by 7:40 I'm outside of my house, and I had this tendency of, when I get home, I stay in my car for a while. I don't know if anyone has that tendency. I love it. Okay, these days I don't do it much because baby is waiting in the house. But those days I used to just stay in the car and keep scrolling my phone, read the messages I didn't read, answer the emails maybe I didn't answer, or look at Facebook for a bit before I go to sleep. So I was just catching up with my phone and my messages and my emails, and then ding, I see this message, this email. Sorry, it was an email, and it was for my employer. And guys, they had fired me 7:40 in the morning. Actually, they sent the email earlier, like 7 a.m., but I got to see the email at 7:40 because I was driving and I couldn't check my emails or my messages. So by the time I checked the email, it was 7:40 or 7:40 something, and I was fired early in the morning. That was shocking. I was so stressed. I cried my eyes out. I cried. Then I actually the first person I actually told was my boyfriend then, my husband now. So I just called him and I said, you know what, I've been fired, I've lost my job. And he was like, oh, sorry, it is going to be fine. He really encouraged me. But one thing, my boyfriend used to tell me, you have to look for a job closer to your house. But for me, I used to love that job. And the reason I loved the job is this. I was a nursing student. I was doing my nursing, and I was almost completing my nursing studies, and I had been promised to get a job in that facility. So for me, that job, it meant a lot to me because I knew after I get my certificate, they'll give me immediately they'll take me from being a carer and give me a nursing job. So that was a good deal. And it was hard to get a nursing job. People were really struggling. So for me, I was like, oh my God, I want this job. I'm keeping this job because they promised me to give me a nursing job. And guess what? This nurse, I had told her what the management had promised me. So she knew that sooner or later, I was going to be an RN like herself. That's what I thought. These are my thoughts. Because later I analyzed and I asked myself some questions. Why would they fire me? They didn't even give me a warning. I don't know what I did, because in the email they didn't say what exactly I did, because I believe if any company doesn't want you, maybe they should say why they don't want you. Because I never had any issues with the clients or anything. I never messed up with the clients, because that's a major thing. But then just firing me early in the morning and not telling me the reason, that was pretty traumatizing. So early in the morning I was jobless. So I started from zero, started looking for a job. And my other job, well, I used to get 1 or 2 shifts, but my main job now was gone. My source of income was gone. But thank God, it took me a few months or maybe a few weeks, and I got myself another job, which was pretty good. I thank God for that. But then one thing I've learned, actually, guys, I don't know if anyone has gone through such a thing. One thing I've learned, trust almost no one. Because if I trusted this lady. I'm like, yo, you're from my country, I can tell you anything. Because I believe the reason why she she reported me, she knew I was becoming like her, and maybe she didn't want competition. And it's not like that she was a good person. She used to have, you see, these people with attitude. She used to have lots of attitude, but I never thought she'd go to that extent of reporting me. Then, so when I lost job, I was jobless, and then After a while, I hear she's saying, oh, she's regretting because she reported me. And the funniest thing that happened, she got a warning herself because something happened when she was working. Later, after I've gone, she got a warning from the same management telling her that they are going to fire her soon. And I was so surprised. I thought, okay, maybe, I don't know, guys, what you guys think. What do you guys think? Am I overreacting? Did I overreact? Because I thought, okay, karma is real. That's what I thought. I know it's not good to revenge. I didn't revenge though, but I was kind of, I don't know, happy, or because the same plate she served me, she was served the same plate actually. Yeah, she got almost the same serve because she also got a warning and she had to quit. She was lucky enough. She quit earlier before getting fired. But then, I don't know what about you guys. What do you guys think? Do you trust people? Especially people in abroad. I've heard stories whereby you think someone from your country will save you. Because here, when we come here, a very little thing can make you go home. And we are really, sometimes we are really desperate. That job is the only thing that is keeping you here because you've got thousands of bills to pay. And when you report someone, I feel like it's good, just tell someone, hey, look, this is not good, or you're not allowed to do this, or just discuss or give them a warning. But just going to report someone to the management and you know that can cost their life, that is really, really not good. It's not good. So guys, at this point, I don't trust people so much. I trust just with my ears. Yeah, I don't trust fully. So guys, thank you so much for listening to this video. Let me know what you think. Let me know if someone has done the same to you. Maybe in Kenya, in Africa, in America, wherever. It necessarily doesn't have to be in Australia, or in abroad. Or Kenya is abroad. So let me know down on the comment section. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, for listening to me, for supporting my videos, liking and commenting. Share with your friends, and I'll see you guys on the next one.